We scream when something moves us, it could be joy, sadness, fear, despair. When our mind tells us that something is coming, and you prepare. Then scream, because everything will fall apart. Chapter 4. Scream. The warmth and affection enveloped the air as Mom and I arrived at the Goldsteins' cozy house. "Amanda, what a joy to see you!" Mrs. Goldstein exclaimed, her radiant smile illuminating the entrance. Mr. Goldstein greeted me with a warm hug while his wife showered me with affectionate kisses. "Little one, we were expecting you. Solomon told us about the plans you have for tomorrow," Mrs. Goldstein informed me. "So I'll leave Alec to spend the night and all day tomorrow as well," Mom confirmed, with the trust that the Goldsteins give her as we cross the threshold of their cozy home. "Here's his school uniform and some clean clothes," she added, handing my belongings to Mrs. Goldstein, who received them gratefully, with a gentle smile. "Thank you, Amanda. We'll take care of Alec and take him to school on Monday," Mrs. Goldstein assured Mom, for her peace of mind. Her warm and welcoming tone reflected the hospitality that has always characterized her home. At those moments, with them both, it was like having two mothers. There could not be a happier boy than me. But nothing lasts forever, life doesn't allow it. "Why don't you stay for dinner with us and catch up?" she suggested to Mom, to spend some time together, since they hadn't done it in a while. Inside the house, with the people I treasured most in those days, in those happy moments, I made a firm determination to forget the terrifying experience I had at the mall that same day. My heart was still pounding like a drum, I was feeling revved up like a hamster running in the wheel of its cage. While my mind tried to close the doors to those terrifying images of the mysterious figure that had been following me everywhere. Dinner at the Goldsteins was filled with warmth and familiarity, with laughter echoing between the walls filled with family photos. The anecdotes flowed one after another, many centered on my little adventures, or embarrassing moments, and each shared story added another layer of happiness and affection to that pleasant gathering, which I now miss with great sadness. At the end of dinner, Mom gave me a loving goodbye kiss and entrusted me tenderly, to behave well and avoid pranks. "See you on Monday after school, little bear," Mom said goodbye to me, with a smile that reflected both her love and the trust she placed in the Goldstein family, that I would be well taken care of. I stayed at the Goldsteins' house, enveloped in the affection of a warm second family. After Mom's farewell, Solomon's parents told us it was time to go to bed, so we went to brush our teeth first. "Rest, kids," Solomon's parents said goodbye with a kiss on the forehead before closing the door. Lying in bed, I struggled to get the mall incident out of my mind. It's not easy, like dealing with it. The fear persisted, it was an omnipresent being in itself. That figure, the man in the grey coat, seemed to be following me everywhere, within the strange whispers that echoed in my ears, he did too. "I'm sure you would do better," you think, you cling to that, because you know it's not happening to you, that it never will. "Tomorrow we can play with my drone," I told Solomon as I got ready for bed. Suddenly, full of energy, I let out a battle cry. "Bansai!" hitting Solomon with a pillow. He responded with a smile, grabbing another pillow, and thus gave way to a battle full of laughter and cries of struggle. Despite the fun, the fear was still present, growing inside me. It was a presage of something terrifying to come, it will appear bursting forth. That uneasiness arose in the stillness of the night, like the clouds that slowly cover the moon. They were barely audible whispers that intensified until they became a deafening scream in my ears. After we went to bed, Solomon decided to put on a movie, Soldiers from Hell. I don't remember exactly when I fell asleep, but the background sound of the TV woke me up. As I opened my eyes, I saw Solomon sitting in front of the TV. "Solomon, aren't you going to sleep?" "It's very late," I said to him. Then, he turned his face towards me, revealing completely black eyes and an open mouth that, roaring, let out a creepy screech. Terrified, I tried to scream, but as often happens in nightmares, it is impossible to make any noise. I opened my eyes abruptly, realizing with it that Solomon was sound asleep next to me. That gave me a sigh of relief as I understood that it was just an episode of a horrible nightmare. However, the fear did not disappear. The image of Solomon with his black eyes and open mouth remained like wild animals in my mind. Where do logic and science come into this? Can you tell me? I tried to calm down, seeing Solomon lying peacefully beside me. He looked at me briefly with his warm smile, oblivious to what had happened, and fell back asleep. I curled up as close as possible to him, seeking comfort and protection in the person after Mom, in whom I find the most security.
You pull, it pushes. Fear holds you back, you see its face.